Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I'm excited to do, and I feel a wee bit bad saying that because today's video is going to be all about the worst makeup that I tried in the year we call 2020. So if you'd like to hear my thoughts on the worst products that I tried throughout this year, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, you're back. Okay, got my wine here ready to help get me through this video. Not sponsored by Stella Rosa, but I'm open to it. I saw someone tagged me that they came out with an eyeshadow palette. I'm very confused why I was not consulted on this, Stella Rosa, but I will let it pass for right now. Before we get started talking about the worst makeup of the year, I do want to say that I filmed this look here for my Instagram, so it'll be going up over there, which is March Beauty Word. I did also film a little hair tutorial that should be up on YouTube as a YouTube short, so just a 1-minute video of how I do my hair, the products I use, the tools that I use. So I will have some links down below. I got this new bodysuit in from Express, and I just thought that it felt fun and festive and holiday-ish, and it would help put me in a better mood for this video because, you know, roasting makeup is not my favorite thing to do. You know, as an empath, I feel bad anytime I say something that could potentially hurt someone's feelings, even in the smallest way. I feel bad about it, so I thought, let's put on a fun shirt and just get a little festive. And we got the red lip and we got the wine, and we're just gonna talk about some makeup that we didn't love. To kick this off, I would like to say, in true YouTuber fashion, beauty YouTuber fashion, not only do I not have my bodysuit snapped because that's a lot of work, I also have sweatpants on. My list also includes a bit of an eyelash. What I will be looking at during this video. So I'm going to scoot over a little bit because a lot of the products that I'm going to be talking about I have already decluttered out of my collection, so there's not a lot that I'm going to be showing you in this video. Like I said, I don't necessarily love roasting makeup, but I am honest in my reviews, and when I try something that I don't love, I'm going to tell you about it. I feel like that is a part of my job as a reviewer, of letting you know what I think is really, really good and what I think is crappy crap. Okay, first up, have a foundation, and I was super sad that this was a miss for me because I was really excited for it. I bought it myself. I was like, I'm getting this one faux show. This one is from Milani. This is their Screen Queen foundation. I do not know why I cannot remember the name of that foundation. I have to have it pulled up here, otherwise I'm like, clean green. Like, no, Screen Queen foundation. When this was being released, it talked about how it had a really natural coverage. It was supposed to be a little bit more on the radiant side. It was supposed to, like, the name sort of reflects, it's supposed to have like the technology to help protect your skin from blue light, all of that. I was like, all right, I'm definitely gonna try it because I love a natural finish foundation. I like something that's either gonna be a little bit more radiant or a little bit more satin. I don't always prefer like a more mattifying foundation. I thought this foundation was so bad. I really, really wanted to love it, but it pulled so matte on me. It just was one of those foundations that made my skin look dry, made my skin look older, and that is not what I want to be doing. It did nothing, it did nothing flattering for my face. It felt very heavy, and it just looked like I was wearing a lot of foundation when I wore it. So that one was a big miss for me. Another affordable product that I was so excited for, I once again went out and bought it myself because I was just pumped about this, and this was from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and this is their 16-Hour Camo Concealer, the hydrating one. The first of these concealers that came out, just the original 16-Hour Camo Concealer, is a favorite of mine. I don't know why, but recently I've been having people tell me that you don't like that one, and I'm like, really? It's one of my favorites. I still use it so much. I think it's a great concealer. I still recommend it. When they came out with the hydrating one, I really thought I was going to like it even more than the regular, and I already loved that one because I do like something that's going to be a little bit more hydrating on the under eyes. And so I thought this is going to be great. To me, it seemed even drier. It felt dry. It was hard to blend out. It was really hard to shade match also. But just for the actual formula itself, I did not find it to be better than the original. And I just didn't find it to be good just in general as a concealer. So that one, that was a big miss for me. I don't go for powder foundations all that much, but I'll try them because they used to be my go-to. The Pure 4-in-1 powder was, I mean, I've gone through like several of those. So when Urban Decay was coming out with the Fix powder foundation, they did send it to me in PR, and I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and give this one a shot. I did not like this at all, and I really did not hear a lot of people talking about this one. Like, I mean, in the past like probably 6 months, I don't think I've seen anybody talk about that foundation. So I just do not think it was a good product. It was, you know, it's a powder foundation, just so powdery on my face, but like even setting powders, loose powders that I use, even powder foundations like that one from Pure, I wouldn't get this really powdery, cakey type of look to my skin, and that is what I was finding with the Urban Decay. Once again, I just did not find it flattering on me. I felt like it aged me. This was not one that was going to stay in my collection. Another foundation. I tried a lot of foundations in 2020. I love trying foundations. Do not get me wrong. I just ordered a new one today as I'm filming this video. Another foundation. So bummed I did not get on with this one, because once again, I bought it myself. It was more expensive. I purchased it because I was seeing so many good reviews on it. A lot of people were telling me in the comments that you loved it, and I was like, oh, what is happening here? It is from Ilia Beauty, and it was their Skin Tint Foundation Serum. Okay, that one was just a big no for me. The first time I put it on, the smell was very intense, and I was like, okay, that really, I wasn't expecting that, because Ilia Beauty, I think, is a really good brand. A lot of the products that I try from them, I enjoy so much. If you saw my most recent primer declutter, I rave about their primer serum in that video. It's an expensive primer, but I highly recommend it. I use it so many times that I do my makeup. Their mascara is wonderful. So this skin tint, I went in with such high hopes, but it is so drying. Once again, it's supposed to be very natural on the skin, and it's so bizarre, because when I put it on, it left me with such a radiant, dewy look that was like, I loved that style of finish, yet at the same time, it was so dry. It was so hard for me to blend out that foundation, even though it was super liquidy, you know, more of that like serum consistency, which is typically fairly easy to blend out. It was like dry. I felt like I was like tugging on my face to blend it out, and then it just did not feel good. It felt like I was wearing a lot of product. It just felt heavier. My skin looked so bad when I wore this foundation, and I was so bummed about that. I wanted to love it. Oh, that was a big miss for me. Let's just keep rolling with foundations. Why not? I think this might be the last one, but this one, oh, this was so bad, and we all watched it unfold on camera. Who remembers when I tried the CoverGirl, oh my gosh, I can't even think of the proper name now, CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Foundation? No. Oh no. Okay, that one, I tried it for the first time on camera. I was so excited about this foundation. I was planning to, I did purchase it myself. I purchased a shade myself from Ulta. Then like a week later, I got a PR package in from CoverGirl, and I was like, oh my gosh, like so cool. I really wanted to try this foundation. I was stoked because I was like, oh cool, now I'll have extra shades. Like, this is going to be amazing. I put it on camera, and all of a sudden, like, my face was getting hot. It kind of felt like tingling, and then it was a little bit of a burning sensation, and I'm like trying to film this get ready with me, and I'm like, I think like something's wrong with my face, and I was like trying not to touch it, but I was like, what's happening? And then I was like, I have to go wash this off. I went and washed my face, came back, just filmed with a different foundation, but you could see my face was very red. I clearly had some sort of reaction to the foundation. Now, my guess is it's probably some sort of allergic reaction. I still have not figured out what it was. My friend Jen Loves Reviews actually did a video, and she reached out to me and said, can I include a part of your CoverGirl video in my video, because I'm researching, because multiple people are having reactions to this foundation. It was not just me. And I was like, you know, yes, definitely. And I watched her video, and she actually says one of the ingredients, or she actually figures out one of the ingredients in this foundation is basically like table salt. And I deal with hormonal acne, and especially back when this video was posted, which I think was in the springtime, it's definitely, I've gotten it under control a lot better between skincare, between diet changes, supplements, like different things like that. Back when I was doing this video, I had a lot of active acne around my like chin and jawline, around my mouth. And we didn't know if maybe that was where the reaction was coming from, because it's like, it was literally like putting salt in a wound. It was so painful though. It really like physically hurt my face. Even after I finished filming that video, I still went in and then took all my makeup off again and put like a soothing mask on, because I was like, what the heck happened there. So, you know, I know a lot of people really enjoy that one. I would say if you do have acne, especially active acne, I would not recommend that to you. It's very interesting to me that multiple people have said that. I did a video on my TikTok recently, Samantha March XO, if you want to follow me over there. I'm like kind of fun. I'm not like the funnest, but like I'm like kind of fun, I don't know. I did a video and I believe I was just saying yes or no. Sometimes I'll go to like our Walmart here, or if I'm in town with a Sephora, I'll go to Sephora and I'll just show a product and say yes or no, that's it. It's a 15-second video, right? I was at Walmart and I showed that CoverGirl foundation and I said no, and I said in my voiceover, had a terrible reaction to this. Multiple people even on TikTok wrote in saying they had a reaction to that foundation. So I would not, honestly, it's really hard for me to be able to recommend that because so many people I've heard have had a reaction to it. But that was, I mean, that's like up there for the absolute worst product that I tried in 2020. Oh my goodness, you just keep sneaking up on me. Why are you doing that? Okay, let's keep it rolling. I do have another concealer that, such a miss for me, and I was so bummed about this because I was so excited to try it. It was from Kokie Cosmetics. It was their Be Bright concealer. Super sad about this one because I've heard people recommend it. I've heard people say really good things about it. They sent it to me in PR and I was like, yes, like I cannot wait. This is gonna be great. And when I put it on, it was so drying once again. I really do not, like, I do not want to mess with a dry concealer on my under eyes. I feel like it's too hard to blend out. I'm 33 and a half, so I just do not want anything that's going to really kind of emphasize the lines on my under eyes or like my, what's that called? What's that word? Wrinkles on my under eyes. I don't want that to happen, and that's what I felt like was happening with the Kokie. Maybe if you are younger, you still have really smooth under eyes, you dirty dog, you might like that one from Kokie, but for me, I just not think it looked good. This is kind of a random one, but whoa, I did not like this product. This was from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this was her eyeshadow primer. I know that's super random, but this was an eyeshadow primer that I felt like was actually rooting my makeup looks, and I was like, what is happening? I got just a sample, and I can't even remember. I'm assuming it was maybe like a Point Perk or something. It was just like a little mini, and I was like, I'll test it out. Honestly, don't use eye primers all that often. A lot of times I will use my concealer, especially because I typically do my face first and then my eyes. So I just use my concealer, it's good to go. But sometimes if I'm doing my eyes first, like I did today, I do use an eyeshadow primer. Like today I used the one from Urban Decay. So this one from Anastasia, it really comes out like a white primer, which I know people who use like pigments and, you know, just people who are a lot more creative and detailed and they work with more color in their makeup looks. I've heard them say how much they like it, but for me and just like doing a regular style makeup look, I feel like it was really hard to layer my makeup on top. Even if I put the primer down and then set it with, you know, like a clear powder or something like that, I still feel like it was so hard to blend my shadows. Everything looked so patchy over it, and it really was like you needed the tiniest little amount. If you went in too much, even just a little bit too much, it was just like a mess. That did not work for me. That was an eyeshadow primer. I feel like is something that's supposed to help you with your makeup looks, and that one definitely hindered me. Yes, let's talk about some cheek products. You know I was gonna mention the Kosas bronzer. I feel so bad because I feel like I was so hard on the Kosas bronzer this year, but it was just another one that I wanted to love so much. I purchased it myself because I was seeing so many amazing reviews, and I felt left out that I wasn't talking about the Kosas bronzer, and I was like, I have to go get it right now. Like I've said in my past videos, the shade was off for me. The shade was not my best shade match. I did medium. I probably should have done light. But even with that aside, it still was not easy to blend. It just looked patchy. It looked odd on my skin. I was not a fan of it. That one was a regret. So big no to the Kosas bronzer, but also the Tower 28 highlight. So I do like a lot of products from Tower 28. I talk about their daily SOS spray so much. I'm not saying that I'm the one that sold it out, but I remember in one video talking it up so highly, and a couple days later I went to purchase it for myself again, and it was sold out on the Sephora website, and I had that moment of like, did I like contribute to that? Like, that's weird. That one I'm such a fan of. Also, their blushes are super beautiful. I've been trying their lip glosses, but their highlight was like a jelly highlight, and it was like glossy, And this one was so bad on me. So I would put the highlight on and I swear to you, it would like move on my face. So like at one point it looked like I had, you know, like highlighted where I should be contouring. And I'm like, how did my highlight get over there? It was also very sticky. So every time I was moving, like my hair was getting caught in the highlight. And I was like, this is just not gonna work for me. Several times, because once again, I was seeing so many good reviews about it. And I really like Tower 28 as a brand, but you know, there's always going to be brands that I just love so much that not all of their products work for me, and unfortunately for Tower 28, it was their highlight. Weirdly enough, I had a handful of mascaras that made it onto my worst list, and then I was just trying to, you know, pare it down to some of like the worst products that I tried. Unfortunately, so I picked out 2 mascaras to mention here. Unfortunately, the one from Carity, their Bold Mood Mascara, first of all, it did give me a reaction on my eyes, which again, I do have sensitive eyes. Sometimes that can happen. The L'Oreal Telescopic, everyone loves that mascara and has been wearing it for like years and raving about it. It causes my eyes to have a reaction, so I can't wear it. So that one happened with Carity, but more than that, it just didn't do anything. Like it truly looked like I had not put on mascara, and I was like, well, that's a bummer. That's the opposite of the effect that I'm going for. So that one was not great. But this one, I still have this one because I'm ridiculous. This is from NARS. This is their Climax Extreme. I am personally offended that this is not a good mascara because I love the NARS Climax so much. I have purchased that one multiple times over and I think it's great. I've been recommending it for so long. So when they came out with their Climax Extreme, I was like, we about to get it on tonight. I'm just envisioning how wrong that sounded talking about a mascara, especially a mascara that looks like this. This video is demonetized. I get my whole YouTube channel taken away now, so that was my bad. But this mascara, oh man, I wanted to love it so much, and when I opened it and I saw this big old wand, I was like, this is gonna do amazing things. This transfers onto my face within 3 minutes of putting the mascara on. It is just like, it's clumpy, it's too much. It's a very wet formula, which even after I realized that, I tried to be even more careful the next time I was applying it, but it just gets all over my face. Like it will not stay on my lashes. I was just super disappointed in this mascara because I thought I was going to love it, but big miss for me. I just have one more product that I wanted to mention, and it's kind of a random one because it's a deodorant, but I feel like I've reviewed a handful of deodorants on my channel. I've been trying to find more of a natural deodorant. Right now, Drunk Elephant is definitely a favorite of mine. Also the Kopari, their aluminum-free deodorant, I think that one is really good. But I tried this one from Kosas, and I wanted to love it so much because I felt like I'd been hearing people talk about this Kosas deodorant, how great it was. I bought the one that was like this AHA deodorant that it's also supposed to like almost be like skincare for your underarms at the same time. It's supposed to like help keep things doing good things. I literally have no idea what I'm saying at this point. So I bought it, and I understand the thing with natural deodorants is that, you know, sometimes you don't quite get a good scent going on, which is fine. Like I've tried to learn to deal with that through my deodorant journey here. But that one, I swear to you, when I put it on, I immediately smelled bad. It was like it had a BO scent in the deodorant. Like I wouldn't smell bad, and then I would apply it, and then I'd be like, what is that? That is definitely not what I want my deodorant to do. Like I understand, like after a few hours, maybe I'll start to like smell a little bit, and maybe I'll just reapply my deodorant. I shouldn't start to smell the moment I put deodorant on. That was just so weird to me. That was a big miss for me. I don't know if it had something to do with the AHA also, but sometimes it kind of burned my armpits when I put it on, and I was like, I also don't really love that sensation. So that was a no for me. I believe they have 2 different types of deodorant, I think is what I was hearing, that I have on the screen, and the one that I'm going to link down below, because just in case you want to try any of these products that I'm saying are the worst ones, you know, you do you, boo. I don't care, do whatever you want, it's fine. I'm not gonna judge you. I'll link them all down below so you can see the one that I'm saying no to. But that one was just not good. If you're interested in deodorants, you have come to the right channel. Oh, just kidding, of course. But after that, that is going to do it for the worst makeup that I tried throughout the year 2020. Honestly, I kind of had a long list when I was going through all of my videos and flashing back throughout the year, but these were my top offenders. These were the ones that really made me upset and the ones that I just felt personally attacked by. I hope you enjoyed this video though. Definitely let me know what are some of the worst makeup products that you tried throughout 2020. I'll be having some more best of videos coming also, so stay tuned for those. Those are always some of my favorite to do as we get towards the end of the year. Other than that though, that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give this one a thumbs up. I hope you also consider subscribing before you go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.